Welcome. Top 10 rares. We have this one in our play group was known as Mini Thanos because the sculpt is so small. It is just Thanos, but I literally played this piece like every single game to the point where my two friends who I played with got annoyed at this because it's 300 points and it's very like it's a powerhouse. Back then it was a powerhouse. I just love this piece. I overplayed the hell out of it. It got memed as the Tiny Thanos, but yeah, top 10, easy. Number 9, though, we have this. My top 10 of rares is actually quite modern because they've been doing really good stuff with rares at the minute. I have this Deathstroke. It has a special pulse wave where it it pulse waves everyone, but it doesn't hit your own team if you hit two of them. So and then you roll a d6, it's like Blade's pulse wave, and then you roll a d6 and deal that damage out. So it's sort of like the old pulse wave, where you can single target it because you can put all the damage on one person. You choose where to put it, or you could separate it out. But if you roll a 6 on a pulse wave, they have no powers, so 6 damage, no powers. It's just crazy. Probably one of the strongest rares in the game at the minute. Big fan of it. But yeah, next we have Jocasta, another possession piece. This one's only possesses robots because it's Iron Man's AI. I don't know what to call it. Yeah, and you pick a power off each click, and it clicks with your figure for 25 points. Very cool. Robot's one of my favorite keywords, so this had to be in my top 10 for rares. Number 8, we have Party Thor. Huge fan of Thor, and if you've watched I can't remember what it's called, Disney Plus, What If, that's it. What If TV show animated. So good. I hope they do more. Really cool. Especially the zombie episode, but there's an episode with Party Thor. And then the sculpt for this is quite basic, but the dial, wow. It as you can see, it's got high attack, it's got pulse wave, and when it hits it gives a token, action token to each hit character. It also has willpower on 4 to 6, which removes the token, and it also heals when it does that. Absolute, it's 50 points. That's crazy for 50 points. I try to slip this in as many teams as I can. But we have number 6. We are going to go with Martian Manhunter from the new Batman team up set. It has an activation click, but it has outsiders, and when it uses outsiders, the character can't be given free actions. Normal outsiders' ability is they can't modify their stats, and then his special is that they can't be given free actions. So it's a solid perplex support, and it stops people from having free actions. Very cool. And then you can activate it at any point at the beginning of your turn. So any turn when you like, I need another attacker, you can click it. It still has the special outsiders ability as it's traded, but yeah, it can't be. It's something. It can't be targeted. Yeah, that's it. It can't be targeted when it's on that first click. So you activate it when you want. Obviously, there's ways around it, like poison and stuff. But yeah, you activate it into an attacker when you want. Very good piece. Sculpt's quite basic, but there hasn't been many huge, great Martian Manhunters recently, so I'm happy to get that. Number 5, we have another from Black Panther and the Illuminati, one of my favourite sets. We have Captain America with the Time Gem. I have had this piece for since I got it. It comes with the Time Gem, and it can equip it for 5 points to make it 100 points. Time Gem is just prob throughout, and if you roll 10 plus, it can't be re-rolled by anything. So very strong, and then it also gets to choose combat reflexes or energy shield each turn. So just an all-round solid piece. Powerhouse as charge, running shot, and sidestep on those movement clicks at the start. So it can get around. It's got prob. Very cool. Number 4, we have a very old rare. I believe someone made this. I can't remember who. For winning nationals or worlds one year, they got to make a figure, and I believe that's them sat in the chair, and Harley Quinn's stood over him. This is, I still have this in my main box. It's such a good piece. Basically, once per game, choose a friendly character of higher point value. Chosen character is Harley Quinn's pudding. Harley Quinn can use perplex and prob, but only to target her pudding. And when her pudding is KO'd, modify all Harley Quinn's combat values by +1. So they either deal with her, which means they're not hitting a pudding, say it again, or she's going to get +1 stats when they die. So very cool. Big fan of this piece. Very good support. One of the best supports back in the day. Number 3, we have the Punisher. This is from a recent set, Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, I think it is. Beyond Amazing. That's it. Spider-Man Beyond Amazing is the set. Punisher. There hasn't been a good Punisher in ages. This is really good. It summons hand ninjas on leadership roles. It has Mastermind, Stealth, Blades, Pen, Range Combat Expert, and Power. It's got so many powers on those top clicks. And then it also summons hand ninjas. So it's a must-have for me. It's got also the sculpt's incredible. It's just Punisher stood there with 2 swords. What's not to like? Number 2, we have Red Skull. I've mentioned in the video before, Hydra is one of my favourite keywords. It's one of the coolest generic armies. And this Red Skull has Mastermind, as well as leadership, and he summons Hydra agents. I have about 20-something Hydra agents now. And he just keeps summoning them, and then he can summon a officer, which also summons them. So it's just a ton of Hydra agents. It has Mastermind, Close Combat, Outwit. It's just an incredible piece. The sculpt, again, there's not much you can do with Red Skull. It's just holding a gun. But I love it. I absolutely love this piece. I play it as much as possible. And then number 1, there's nothing compared to this one though. If you haven't read Deadpool King of Monsters, read it. Deadpool's my favorite character, and this story's so cool. So cool. And basically he has, I don't know if to call it a pet shark called Jeff. And let's see if we can, it's going to screw up the screen, isn't it? I can't really show you that. Zoomed in. But yeah, if you can see in the picture, he's holding his pet shark called Jeff. Very cool. It can start, basically this figure, it summons Jeff for free. So you can move up like full map. You can run 11 squares and then just drop Jeff. And then when Jeff dies, Deadpool gets regen and not regen, sorry, still energy and flurry. And he can heal past the start and click. So if you play it at 50 points, which will give you starting on click 4, I think it is. Yeah, 4. For 40 points, sorry, not 50. Yeah, you can run up, drop Jeff. If Jeff dies, you can then still energy past his start and click and go to his 75 point clicks. Just favourite character, favourite story at the minute in a click form. I'm so happy with this. Oh, losing my voice. I'm so happy with this figure. Great piece. It also is sideline active, so if a monster of 75 points or more dies, this can be called in for free. So anytime I play monster, it's on my sideline. It's just, oh, what a piece. Read King of Monsters, Deadpool. So cool. And that is it for rares. I think next time we might do Colossals. I think that'd be quite a cool one. There's a lot of Colossals that I like. So I'll see you next time.